graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
You're listening to the Everett Lee Show, a shot of entertainment to the head. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the entertainment.
What's up, everyone? Everett Lee here from the Everett Lee Show podcast. This is ELS. Quick shout out to all my followers on Twitter. You can follow me at the Everett Lorescore Lee, Facebook.com/the Everett Lee, and also the official website of the Everett Lee Show, everettleeshow.weebly.com. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined on this podcast with none other than the craziest person I know that can drink a six-pack of beer and smash it on his head and basically brush his teeth with a glass bottle. I'm talking about McShaft is joining me on the podcast.
Wearing my Cigar City Brewing t-shirt. Cigar City Brewing, located in Tampa, Florida.
Awesome. Yeah, you mentioned that you went out there not too long ago.
It was awesome.
It was awesome?
It was awesome. Yeah,
that is
really
awesome.
Good.
That is.
They had this oatmeal raisin cookie beer. It was like an ale. It was really good.
That's cool.
It pretty much like you had the sweetness of the raisins up front, and then your aftertaste was like an oatmeal cookie, and it was really good.
Damn.
I think out of the like 14 or 15 beers on the menu, I think I had like 9 because I didn't do it in the IPAs. But,
well, that's what happens with the IPAs. And one thing, since you're talking about drinking, I want to bring up on this podcast, a friend of the show, you see right there on the screen and listening. If you like to kick back a few cold ones with your friends while watching your favorite sports program, then City Limits Tap Room is the place to be. City Limits Tap Room has a wide selection of TVs to watch your favorite sports with friends. City Limits Tap Room has pool tables for pool players and dartboards among things to do while you kick back your favorite draft brew with indoor and outdoor seating. City Limits Tap Room is also the host of ELS Draft Tuesdays. Stop by during the last Tuesday of the month for a live recording of the show. Tuesday nights is guys' night with half-off draft beers starting at 9 p.m.
Woo!
City Limits Tap Room is located at 2620 North Woodland Boulevard in DeLand, Florida. And if you like shopping on Amazon.com,
I do.
Then head over to everettleeshow.weebly.com and click on the Amazon banner links on the site. By clicking on the links, you give a little bit back to the website and to the podcast. If you get your favorite accessories from Amazon.com, then use the links on everettleeshow.weebly.com website for all your Amazon shopping needs. And I was going to mention North Avenue Studios, but that's not going to happen because, sadly, I'll pull it up here. North Avenue Studios is out of business. ELS would like to thank North Avenue Studios for the time and the friendship that they gave ELS to Everett, McShaft, and Chris Carnage. It's sadly to say they closed and shut down the doors this month, but who knows, man? I wish everyone best of luck, North Avenue Studios, on whatever road and adventures that you take. We're going to miss you. It sounds like I'm talking about, like my best friend just died.
I mean, when a recording studio like that goes down, I think a part of us does die. I really do.
The hell?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at that. There they are again. Where's that dancing one at? The one with the chicken. Did you see that?
The dancing one.
The one you showed me with the chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I added some new stuff, McShaft. I did.
Yeah.
I added some new
This
stuff.
is great. This is great.
You can see up on the screen there, I had a couple of characters show up with the new backdrop. Also, you can see on the screen, you can support us at patreon.com, ELS. Head over to patreon.com/ELS_DT.
And Shaded, take a shot of Patron, too.
Yeah.
I mean, give a little on Patreon, take a little Patron. I mean, why not, right? Why not? I like that.
I got to fix your mic. I saw it clipping there just for a minute. Yeah. But, yeah.
Clip, clip, clip.
Clip, clip, clip. You're not clipping now.
Hey, McShaft's been clipping around. Watch out. You can't clip the McShaft.
You can't clip the shaft.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should remind me to move this thing like up or down somewhere where I can actually get to it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, even my dog in the background even mentions it, too. You know what I mean?
The joys of podcasts. Yeah.
Yes.
This is great.
Joys.
Oh, look at that. There you go again.
Yep.
Yeah. Where's it? Right there. Yep, there it is. Pull it up there.
Okay.
All right, let's see what we got here.
All right.
Okay, I hope everyone's ready for this.
Yep. Here we go.
This is great.
I'm so fresh, you can suck my nuts. I'm so fresh, you can suck my nuts. Swag. I'm so fresh, you can suck my nuts. I'm so fresh, you can suck my nuts.
That's the greatest thing I've seen all day. Oh my god, that is great. That is great.
I had
absolutely
to,
great,
man. I had to.
Oh, that's something. That's something.
I know.
Oh,
I had to. But you know what? You know what, McShaft?
Speaking of something that's nuts.
I
wanna.
Well, I want to let you know. You can actually kick back and not worry about too much. So why don't you inhale and exhale just a little bit for me, there, buddy? Hey, Shyla, what the hell is she doing here?
He's trying to look for those Transformers that left him on Earth. They took off with Mark Wahlberg and John Cena. They left him on Earth.
Damn! I know.
Here's Johnny.
All I was gonna say is that speaking of stuff that's nutty,
yes.
Saw a couple of new movie trailers the other day.
Yes.
And I'd love for us to get into talking about those here shortly.
Oh yeah, we definitely are.
I literally almost freaked out when I saw them. I was like, the one I have been waiting years for them to finally remake, and the second one I saw,
2 remakes.
I mean, I was surprised they even did it in the first place. Mm-hmm. But very happy for both of them.
Yeah. Now, on this podcast, I didn't even start that off at the top of it because this is Monday morning. We're recording this, and we're just having a hell of a good time. One thing I did say is on this podcast of episode 55, we're going to talk about wrestling. We're going to talk about some stuff going on in the wrestling world with indie wrestling, Ring of Honor, New Japan, WWE, SmackDown, Raw. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some TV stuff on TV shows, some stuff that we've been watching and stuff we've heard about. Also, we're going to be talking about 2 trailer reviews that are remakes of classic movies. And happy 44th anniversary to the birth of hip-hop, man.
There you go. What? Driving down the road in my 64 Impala. I don't know.
Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds.
All right.
There you go.
Damn. All right. Let's talk about some wrestling, McShaft. It's been a kind of a slow week for WWE and other.
It has, however, across the sea in Japan, it has not been a boring week.
Why
It
you
has been
say
a very
that?
exciting week because the G1 Climax finally ended.
Oh, did it?
Yes.
Did it?
The final match in the G1 Climax, I pull up my references here. Kenny Omega took on Tetsuya Naito in the finals. Now, if you remember last year, Kenny Omega was the winner of the G1 Climax. He was also the first American to win it, and he went on to Wrestle Kingdom that following year to fight Okada for the title, which he
Yes.
unfortunately lost.
Yes.
However, this year, Naito won, so he will be facing Okada here for the heavyweight title. However, Kenny Omega is their newly crowned U.S. champion. So I'm expecting to see some very exciting things from him. Now, in case you are unfamiliar with the G1 Climax, what it is they take about a dozen wrestlers and they break them up into two separate brackets.
Right.
And then you only face the wrestlers in your brackets. You have A and B. And they do various matches, tag matches, single matches, triple threats. And the winners get a certain amount of points. The losers don't get any points. And if you have like a DQ or something like that, you get like a little bit less points.
Right.
And so the ones, the two with the most points, one from each bracket, face off in the finals. And then that person goes to face the heavyweight champion. Very exciting. It's been going on for, I think, about a month or so now. Maybe a little bit more, maybe 2 months.
Damn.
It's a very long tournament, yeah.
That is awesome. Kenny Omega, him and the Bullet Club and the Young Bucks are they're my favorite, man. They are. I just love them, especially with the addition of the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. I'm a bigger fan of Cody Rhodes now since he left WWE behind him, and it seems like he's more happy.
Yes.
He can do what he wants when he wants. He can go anywhere, travel anywhere, and wrestle and perform and do any place that he feels. You know?
Unfortunately, at that G1 Climax event, the Young Bucks lost their IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team titles. Ricochet, and I can't remember what the guy's name is. They're a tag team. However, War Machine made another appearance over there. War Machine's been doing a lot of New Japan wrestling lately, which I'm very happy about. They defeated Cody Rhodes and I want to say Hangman Page from the Bullet Club in a tag team match.
Right.
War Machine's pretty good. I hope, eventually they would, get signed to like NXT or WWE and they'd hopefully not drop the ball on them. I mean, they've done good with Kevin Owens so far. I mean, AJ Styles, they've done good, but not as good as what they could be doing. They've been doing good with Bobby Roode so far. We've got Red Dragon in NXT, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish that just made their debuts. Yeah. So very happy about that. I'm excited to see if they're going to put them together as a tag team and really kind of just like plow through everyone. You've got Tommy and Aleister Black, and they're doing some phenomenal stuff, which reminds me at the next NXT TakeOver, he's going to be facing Hideo Itami, which I am super stoked for that match.
Yes.
I think it's going to be awesome. I hope Aleister Black wins and goes on to fight the NXT champion, whoever that may be. I'm trying to think of who else we got now in WWE.
You were talking about
However, they have dropped the ball with Sami Zayn so much, and that's what kind of worries me a little bit.
Yeah.
But however, Leo Rush, has been signed by WWE, and he hasn't made his debut yet. I think he just finished up his last independent booking this week, so we should see him hopefully in either the 205 with the cruiserweights or NXT here soon, and I cannot wait for to see what Leo Rush is going to do.
Can't either.
That guy can move like none other.
I know.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see where they put him. I'm hoping NXT because NXT is just it's a beast, man. You know what I mean? With what they're doing. A lot of people talking about like what NXT has done for talent and has made like everyone's grabbed the ball and they've delivered. Especially here next week, we got SummerSlam coming up. We also got the night before SummerSlam, we got NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3.
Yeah, speaking of which, you hear about the new T-shirts that are being put out, I believe, and I can't confirm it yet, I think by the Elite. It's hashtag FTR, or as you may know what it is, hashtag fuck the revival.
Fuck the revival.
Dude, that's great.
It is. It is.
And honestly, because I really can't stand them anyway as a tag team, so that's my new slogan as well.
Yeah.
Fuck the revival.
Fuck the revival. I think it's everyone's, slogan.
I can't. I love that. I also saw a shirt I wanted to get the other day. It says, I love heel turns.
That is so cool. That is. And since we're talking about wrestling, this week's Raw and SmackDown, or actually it was last week's. Let's start off with Monday Night Raw. What'd you think?
That freaking last man standing where he throws a goddamn like leather chair at Roman Reigns. Really?
Braun Strowman, that was awesome. If anyone could throw an office leather chair at it's like in the morning. I ain't even drinking yet. Anyone who could throw a chair at Roman Reigns and make it look awesome is Braun Strowman. Yeah. Like I said, I never get tired of Braun Strowman.
How many more times are we going to see them fight? I mean, just this is it. End it. No more.
I know.
No more. It's almost like I don't know what to do with them right now. Let's just put them in another match together. You know? I mean, pretty soon, Braun Strowman's literally going to be saying, "Am I done with you yet?"
Yeah, am I done with you yet? I'm not done with you
Oh,
yet.
he's done with him now. It's over now. He's done.
No, imagine Braun Strowman. He's on the can, and he's sitting there, and he's sitting there, trying to take a shit. I'm not done with you yet.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I'll tell you what, though. I am done with them now. Okay, that's it. No more. I don't want to see them fight no more. Give me a break.
You're pretty much done.
I am. It was exciting for the first few matches. The ambulance match should have just ended it right there.
But it didn't.
I mean, the fact that, you can back up an ambulance into a semi with him in it, and then he just gets out of it and stumbles away, and he's not unconscious. I mean, that should have been it. It's done. You beat him 6 times. He finally, backed you up in an ambulance, but it's how many more times does Strowman have to kick Roman Reigns' ass before they decide to give him, a better opponent? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
It's something. I mean, at this point, it's beyond beating a dead horse. Okay, at this point, they're taking the horse and they're setting it on fire. Okay, it's done. All right. Hey, which that reminds me. Speaking of super kick, apparently I didn't get to see the whole match, but on SmackDown, Jinder Mahal apparently did a super kick. And the whole wrestling community is just freaking the fuck out because he actually did something. I mean, it's like I tell this guy at work. I said if they take Jinder Mahal, keep him as the whole bad guy Indian thing.
Yeah,
because that kind of works. He's got good theme music.
Yeah.
Throw him in the NXT for a little bit. have him really work on his moves. Have him have some good like spot moves. A good signature, a good finisher. Really kind of build up his move set so it's more exciting for us to watch him.
Yeah.
And then bring him back in the mid card at first. Have him get like the Intercontinental U.S. title or whatever. Build him up as a really good heel, and then kind of put him into the heavyweight title picture. And I think it would work out pretty good. It'd be a pretty good heel.
Yeah, it would. But it's like I don't know what that was. The way Jinder Mahal is presented and stuff, it reminds me of like how this is like my reaction. Humla.
I mean, you bring him in the NXT, build him up, and then bring him back, and you can have a gender reveal party. Oh, there you go.
Gender.
There you go. You like that? Yeah.
Actually, I do, because it's.
We about to get stupid.
There you go. But
I understand. I get what you're saying. Okay, yeah, totally.
Well, word is from the underground is that they're going to be taking some superstars and moving them over to NXT here and kind of rebuilding them back up.
They are,
and I'm happy they're doing that because it really kind of helps redo their character in a good way. And with them in NXT, with all these like newer talents, they can help share their knowledge. And they've got people coming in, like I said, like Red Dragon, and you got guys in there like Bobby Roode and stuff that they could really, even some of the guys that have been in WWE, really take some lessons from some of these guys that have been around for a long time in the Indies, and kind of learn some new stuff and then kind of rebuild themselves. So I think it's a very good idea, very very good idea.
Yeah, I totally get. Yeah, I get that.
And I'm all for that.
Rebuild them, and I think a lot of the talent that's right up on the main roster on Raw and SmackDown, or actually on Raw, they did so much better. The NXT talent that's on the main roster did so much better in NXT. It's like people are talking about Bayley. A lot of people love NXT Bayley compared to main roster Bayley. Same thing with Sasha Banks. A lot of people love NXT Sasha Banks compared to main roster Sasha Banks.
Different writers, different show. I mean, it's,
Yeah, it is.
Like I said, put me on the creative team. I can write up some good stuff here. I can keep people interested in the product.
Yeah.
Hashtag bring McShaft to the creative team. Well, actually, what's a better hashtag? Hashtag, actually, not even hashtag, but McShaft for Creative Team 2018. There you go.
Yeah. Well,
Glenn Jacobs for mayor, McShaft for creative team. It all works.
Well,
hashtag fuck the revival.
Damn. One thing I want to know. Okay, this is one thing I want to know. Since we're talking about Raw and SmackDown, we're talking about wrestling and stuff. I will say this. This past Tuesday, SmackDown was fantastic. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head what the hell happened. Do you know McShaft?
No, I really don't, because when I watch it, I kind of skim through a lot of stuff, kind of watch some exciting things, and I mean, I honestly, with my schedule, don't have time a lot of weeks to sit down for the full entire show. So a lot of times I kind of skim through it a little bit. However, I do want to mention, though, speaking of WWE superstars and whatnot, a couple of superstars made some nonchalant appearances in the episode of Being the Elite on YouTube. They were in Canada, and so they're sitting there in this neighborhood trying to figure out directions, and a superstar that you may recognize, that it looked, I can't confirm it, looked like Sami Zayn. came up behind them, and he was like, hey, do you have directions to the bank? And they kind of gave him they didn't even turn around. They just kind of pointed him in the direction. And then when they were in one of the cities, it looked like, and I can't confirm this, it looked like Kevin Owens standing behind them on his cell phone. And then I believe when they were standing there eating a hot dog or something, I believe it looked like, and I can't confirm it, AJ Styles was standing behind them too. So I mean, I'm just saying,
I get it.
But
I do get it. Talking about creative. What the hell is with the losing streak at SummerSlam of John Cena?
I love it.
Apparently,
I love it.
WWE took a look at John Cena's SummerSlam losing streak, which goes all the way back to 2011, and it focuses on his losing efforts against AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, Big Show, and CM Punk.
I love how CM Punk's beat him twice at SummerSlam. It's great.
I know. What the hell? Okay, we had Undertaker's streak, which got beat. Okay.
Yeah, but doesn't what's it, Heath Slater or somebody have a 100-match losing streak right now?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that recently.
I mean, that's probably gonna be the greatest streak of them all.
But the thing is that gets me. Okay, John Cena. If you're looking at this year's SummerSlam, look who he's going against. Look at his opponent. Okay, of course John Cena is going to continue that losing streak.
I hope so.
He
I don't know, man. They just did a story on it. They might actually break it this year, which I hope they don't.
Oh no!
I mean, usually when they do a story on something, it may or may not change. Oh, he's got a losing streak. We've just noticed, and then next weekend, oh my God, he won! He broke the streak. It's really? It's go back to your whatever challenge thing TV show is you're doing. No one cares about.
I'm looking forward if he breaks his losing streak at SummerSlam. They get the gifs and the memes up of the reaction, everyone's face at when Taker's streak got broke by Lesnar.
they need to plant that one
guy,
Yeah, they need to plant him in the crowd just for that losing streak. I'm going to pay you $500, fly out here to SummerSlam. We're going to sit you right up front, and when John Cena wins, make that same face.
Since you were talking about Canada, because this past week Raw and SmackDown were both in Toronto. Now here's the thing. Last month we saw a returning out of nowhere, Chris Jericho returned to SmackDown.
Oh,
just
Y2J.
recently.
Drink it in, man.
Yeah, drink it in, man. Drink it in,
Mr.
man.
Y2J.
Yep.
The Jericho.
You know what's gonna happen? You just made the list!
Oh, the list of Jericho.
Yes,
the Jeritron 5000. But my question though is that he made a surprise return. Where is Ralphus? Why couldn't he have made a surprise return with him? Jericho's personal security. I mean, you got to have it. He's a rock star now. Where is Ralphus?
Well, I don't know where he's at, though, but I knew everyone knew where Jericho was that Tuesday night because he was in the building for SmackDown on July 25th episode of SmackDown. Jericho recently revealed that on his podcast on Talk is Jericho when he was in Richmond, Virginia, to film a role in an episode of Southpaw Regional Wrestling. Real side note on that, have you checked out that? That's hilarious. But he was there to interview Tyler Breeze and Fandango for his podcast.
Oh, God.
However, since he's talent, they basically roped him in doing the match that night. He said that off his podcast, quote, "That's actually why I'm here today, to film the show Southpaw and talk to you guys," said Jericho, talking to Fandango and Tyler Breeze. And now he got roped into a mat and having a match, end quote. reported by WrestlingInc.com, Jericho interrupted the segment with AJ Styles and Kevin Owens in a surprise appearance on SmackDown. Shane McMahon ended up booking the triple threat match with Owens, the United States Championship on the line, with AJ Styles. Styles, of course, we know, went over and won the U.S. title. The former undisputed WWE champion, the reason why he's been away, he's been touring with Fozzy, and he's been pursuing other career opportunities. Jericho, the man of 1,002 holds. This guy, he never rests, man. He's touring with Fozzy, okay? He's doing Fozzy. He's doing his band. The latest Fozzy album has been doing really, really excellent. I mean, I'm listening to it a lot. I'm listening to Judas, the song.
Yeah.
It sticks in my head. I'm going to work, and they're just playing on Sirius XM Octane channel. I'm sitting there listening to that. It's like, I'm just sitting there, I'm like, what am I singing? I'm like, oh, I'm singing new Fozzy. It's good, man. It is. And of course, this podcast is successful. I like to see one day ELS get to that level, and it will. I have faith it will, because
we need to contact Chris Jericho.
Hey, I did try to reach out to Podcast One, but it's like
tell Jericho we'll drink it in if he can say a quick something on our podcast, and then we'll say something on his podcast and swap connections, and we'll drink it in. I'll tell you what, I'll put my name on the list. How about that? I'll put my name on the list if he'll let us do that. Jericho, if you can hear this, please contact us.
Yeah, hey Jericho, this is would probably happen. Hey Jericho, could you be on my podcast?
Show me the money!
I'll just leave it as that.
Hey, maybe he's surprised.
Yeah, it would be nice, though. It definitely would be nice to have that. Basically have someone with that caliber on our show, and then we'd get on his show and have a good time and everything and stuff. It'd be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Wonder
who else has a podcast.
Speaking of SmackDown, you hear about who showed up during a live event, a SmackDown live event? Someone from NXT.
Liv Morgan?
Yep, that's right.
You hear who else is going to show up for the Mae Young Classic they're filming? Candice LeRae.
Yeah, you're talking
totally excited about that. I just hope she don't take another super kick to the face with a shoe covered in thumbtacks. I'm just saying.
Damn!
That was pretty brutal. Dude, she's done some amazing stuff.
Yeah. Apparently, Liv Morgan worked a SmackDown live event in Tampa, and she teamed up with SmackDown's women's champion, Naomi, and Becky Lynch in a 3-on-4 handicap match against Natalya, Carmella, Lana, and Tamina. From what went on WWE's Twitter, apparently the trio won. It showed them standing tall and proud after they won. I told you this probably a while back ago. I was like, pretty soon you could see some NXT talent coming up. And one of the talents that I can say is, you mentioned earlier about a pay-per-view. I'm almost like getting ready to sound like Bane. You said earlier.
Bray Wyatt, Bane. They sound kind of similar if you ever think about it.
How is that?
If Bray Wyatt comes out in a Bane mask, I'm just gonna lose it. He comes out, it's like, you just think about it, they combined it, okay? It's like, whoa, Mr. Batman, you're gonna meet my sister Abigail. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just like they sound the same a little bit. Dude, I'm telling you, Bray Wyatt comes out in a Bane mask, it's like that Armenian accent, it's all over right there. Can you imagine that? He's fighting like John Cena, it's like, Mr. Cena, you want to fight the Eater of Worlds? It's like... It's like on South Park. Whenever you put the Bane mask on, your mouth, they get the accent with it. The greatest thing ever.
That was freaking hilarious, man.
I know, right?
That was. That was some crazy shit.
Well, I know that I'm off next Sunday, so I'll be tuning into SummerSlam. I'm more excited for the NXT TakeOver pay-per-view. Just, I mean, how much better they usually do than the latest few pay-per-views. SummerSlam is one of the big pay-per-views for WWE, so hopefully they don't drop the ball on it.
Yeah. The match card.
I'm looking forward to the Lesnar match. I want to see him just throw all those guys around the ring all night. Just suplexes everywhere.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the main event of SummerSlam. The Lesnar versus Joe versus Reigns versus
Strowman.
Yeah. Why did my head? What the hell? I'm sorry.
I honestly,
I'm sorry. I had a.
I know that Lesnar's contract isn't up for another, I think like April or May or something like that. So he's not going to leave WWE right away. So if he does lose the title, it's going to be an interesting storyline and how they play it off. Chances are he's probably going to keep it, but I really hope Joe gets the title for a little bit.
Yeah, a lot of people want to see Samoa Joe. My pick out of that, okay,
Strowman.
You damn right.
I think Strowman definitely needs the title, but I like to see Joe kind of get it first, and then have like Strowman come in and take it a little bit later. Maybe like WrestleMania. Have Strowman have like a WrestleMania moment, where he gets the title instead of Roman Reigns again for the fucking 7th, 8th, 100th, 900th time, and they give this guy WrestleMania. If they make him win the Royal Rumble again, I'd say I'm done. I'm sorry. Have Strowman win the title, go to Mania, win the title, win it. I mean, that's what should be done. Have the big monster come in the Rumble, throw out like 20 people, win it. We don't want to see Reigns. That's right. We don't want to see Roman Reigns win the... I mean, remember that year that Bautista came back and won the Rumble, and everyone thought Daniel Bryan was going to? I mean, you remember how pissed off people were? I mean...
How pissed off were they?
I mean, I would say more pissed off than two raccoons fighting over a sandwich in a paper bag. Oh shit, there's that Yeti again. Every time you get mad, that damn Yeti comes out. It's like he feeds off of negative energy or something.
I
know. It's like that pink slime in Ghostbusters 2. It feeds off the negative energy, it creates stuff. Thank God we don't have any of that laying around.
It definitely does.
Yeah.
The match card, yeah. I want Strowman in the main event. Since we're talking about SummerSlam, let's do a little bit of prediction here, man.
What, Dick? What?
Prediction.
Prediction. Okay.
Predict.
Your accent and the dick there on that word. I don't know what's going on there.
What? What?
Wait, let's see this again. This is great.
Well, you know what I have to say about that, man?
I'm so fresh, you can suck my nuts. I'm so fresh, you can suck my nuts. Swag. I'm so fresh, you can suck my nuts. I'm so fresh, you can suck my nuts.
Yep, that's what I say.
That dude is so happy that he's got 2 pieces of chicken in his hand. He is so happy. I've never been. Actually, I think one time I was that happy with food. I think I went to a sushi place one time, and they had the special kind I wanted, and I was in the process of getting ready to dance with the sushi in my hand, I'm so happy, y'all can suck my nuts, You know how it was when you were a kid, What
are you laughing at?
It's like when you're a kid and you found that one piece of food you loved or something, you got happy, you danced. Like when the ice cream truck came down the street and they had the Ninja Turtle ice cream pops with the bubblegum ice, and you were just oh my God. And you're sitting there dancing I got my popsicle, like that commercial with the guy, I'm going to get some cold cuts. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely know. I definitely know.
That's
what
how
you're
I am.
talking
Like
about.
when I go to Sam's Club and they got that horseradish cheese on sale. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get me some cheese. Horseradish cheese. Yeah, I danced a little bit inside. Yeah, I do get excited for that stuff.
Oh man.
If you can't tell, I mean, I love food.
Well. All right, I'm just making sure that this is the match card. Okay. All right. You're talking about Finn Balor,
Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor.
Word is the
you know?
Demon King is coming back for this event, for this match.
Yes. And that's cool because NXT.
Now, it'd be great if he came out dressed like Batman, and then here comes Bray Wyatt. You know, Mr. Balor, you think the darkness is your ally? I was born in it. You know that. I mean, I literally would probably flip over my couch if he came dressed up like a Batman thing. I hear Bray Wyatt cuts a promo on him. That's good. I mean. I can say now, Mr. Demon King, you think the darkness is your ally? I was born in it.
Now, this is a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, dude, I'd lose my mind if he came out like that. Oh, man.
I would.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Bane Wyatt.
Telling you, dude.
All right.
So
Big Show versus Big Cass with Enzo suspended in a freaking Shark Tank. Did we see this before?
Fuck this match. No one cares. Why are they even having it on a pay-per-view like this? Nobody gives a shit. Next match.
That right there.
That's my bathroom break right there.
Yeah, that's bathroom break right there. That should be on the pre-show. I don't even think they're even doing the damn pre-show at 7 p.m. I think
that's probably going to be in. Oh no, I don't know.
No, that's pre-show material right there.
They're probably going to put the New Day and the Usos on the pre-show or something.
Yeah,
the Raw titles, the Cesaro and Sheamus and.
Yeah, they'll probably end up doing something like that.
Oh wait, no, I see a cruiserweight thing. Yeah, they're probably Neville. Yeah, that's gonna that's probably pre-show.
Akira Tozawa.
John Cena versus Baron Corbin. Nobody cares about Baron Corbin. Fuck this match. Blah, blah, blah. And like I said, Cena's probably going to break his losing streak with Baron Corbin because it's what they do. They build up Baron Corbin. Oh, let's let him win the Money in the Bank. They're going to build him up, and then they just have him lose, and no one knows what the fuck's going on with him.
Well, you see, this match can go two ways. One, you see Gina.
Gina.
I can't speak today. You know what it is?
Con Gina?
Get something to.
Is that John Cena's alter ego? Con Gina. Con Gina.
I can't speak today, man. My mouth. I need something to drink. I'm out of my soda already. All right. Let me just say this real quick before I go get a bottle of water. See, my when I mention John Cena, my house, my daughter gets upset. So you know where this is going. Cena, he can break his losing streak, okay, but he's to be looked at as he's burying Baron Corbin because they built him up. He won the briefcase. Why bring him into SummerSlam with this big build-up? They're building up with him, and then have Cena beat him. Okay.
Here's what gets me too is that the whole storyline of this match, it's just one promo.
It's based off a promo.
He comes out after Nakamura almost kills John Cena.
Yeah.
Comes out, goes to beat him up, and then next week he cuts a promo, and then boom, it's like a match. It's like, here's a storyline. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Yeah, that's what gets me. I'd rather see. I'm sorry. I'd rather see Ty Dillinger somewhere on this thing. I wanted to see talent, but let me
match
say
would have been a perfect 10 rather than this.
Yeah, let me see this. Cena, like I said, Cena could break his losing streak and bury Corbin. Beat.
He will,
but not bury him. People, you're gonna look at it. Two sides to this, okay? Two sides to this. people are going to look at it as Cena, he buried Baron Corbin because they built him up. Or 2, it's like he put him over. He's putting him over.
Technically,
you know what I
it's
mean?
only you can only look at it one way because you can't see him. Oh, and you know what? I'm not going to be seeing this match either.
All right.
Randy
Orton versus Rusev. I'm going to let you start this out while I get a drink real quick. All right. Go ahead.
Ooh, put me in the hands. Okay.
Yes, go for
I
it. You're
got
in the
the
driver's
reins.
seat just for a minute.
Here we go.
Go for it.
All right. I like to
right.
have a Larry Leadfoot hit that gas a little hard here. All right. So Randy Orton, Rusev.
Yes.
I think it could be a pretty decent match. Definitely like opening match material. Definitely not a higher card material match. Randy Orton it's like almost like John Cena. It's the same thing we see with him every match. There's nothing new coming out of him. Rusev, I know they're trying to kind of build his character back up since his return, but having him getting beat by Cena, and now they're going to feed him, they probably will feed him the Orton. It's not doing anything for his character. So,
yeah.
I'm not very interested in this because I know they're probably going to have Orton win, which is going to just kill Rusev's momentum. And then, like I said, like Randy Orton, it's like, what new and exciting has Randy Orton done in the past, year or so? I mean, yeah, he did that whole, I joined the Wyatt family, won the tag team titles, turn on him, got the heavyweight title thing. That's fine.
Now, honestly, I did like that.
I did, but here's the downside of that, though. So what did they really... Well, he didn't create any new kind of, exciting moves or anything that kind of separate him from his old character. Mm-hmm. He just wears a cut-off sleeve hoodie now, okay? And when he was in the Wyatt family, I mean, he didn't blend with their style, clothing style of wrestling and stuff and everything.
Yeah.
At least when Daniel Bryan did it, he wore a jumpsuit and kind of blended in. Orton, what? Oh, I'm going to wear a cut-off sleeve hoodie. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, to be honest, I'm kind of bored with Randy Orton. He hasn't done anything really exciting. He hasn't, as far as moves and everything, hasn't really done anything. Same thing always. He brawls around, power slam, hanging DDT, RKO this, RKO that. It's like, okay, we've seen it a billion times. Mm-hmm. And we'll see it again probably at SummerSlam. And then we got what the...
Now, one thing I do got to say about this is if Orton beats Rusev, then it's like you said, what the hell is the point of having them build up Rusev, okay? And also, too, if Rusev beats Orton, then, Orton is basically just kind of, he's easing off and going, back, fading back in the background. Orton, he had, at least if he does, he had one title, one good title run, beating, becoming the WWE champion. But the thing is,
I think his best title run was when he first won the title from when he was in Evolution and broke off from him.
Yeah,
that was it.
That was a good run.
Yeah,
that was a good run when he broke off from Evolution and had that title run right there. I don't see Orton winning any more championships here in the near future right now.
Well, yeah, he'll eventually get I think probably what it is that they don't have really any talent. They don't feel like pushing or anything like that. They just throw Orton in the mix and have him win a title. Pretty much, he's like a fill-in champion. Yeah. That's all it is.
Then talking about champions, I'm actually looking for this because on the last pay-per-view, I thought this was a good match. The New Day versus the Usos for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. I love this. I love this because the Usos play that head game and try to screw New Day, and they're gonna try to get the tag titles back. I can see probably I could probably see the New Day. The New Day actually, they don't need the tag titles if you really do think about it.
I think they do. They do.
They because they're already over. They're already over.
Yeah, but it's not the point of being over though. It's the point of having the titles and coming up with something new with the titles, like a new slogan or this and that, and then having, constant challengers for it. But my only response to this match is just as I'm reading right here on this, the feud continues. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Nothing good or bad, just the feud continues.
Then we have the AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens United States Championship match.
I predict Shane McMahon's going to get involved. It's going to lead to a match with Kevin Owens, which we all know is coming, which we all really kind of don't want to see because with as exciting as some of Shane's matches have been in the past, I mean, overall, he's really not like a 5-star wrestler like Kevin Owens is. So why, waste a match on that? This right here could be a 5-star match, a 4-star match, Styles Owens, but Shane McMahon versus Owens. I mean, look at Styles and McMahon at WrestleMania last year. I mean, it was a pretty good match, but I mean, if you really look at the match and really just kind of pick it apart and focus on it, I mean, they had some spots here and there, but really, I mean, it really wasn't that super good of a match, to be honest.
Well, apparently, it looks like AJ is going to retain the U.S. title. And apparently something's going to happen because rumor is it right now in the wrestling community that at Survivor Series, you're going to probably see a Team Owens versus Team Shane.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what they're building up towards. They're going to start it here.
Team Canada versus Team Connecticut. Pretty much.
Pretty much. And of course, you're talking about Neville versus Akira Tozawa. And then
it's probably going to be the pre-show match. They're probably going to have Neville win again.
Yeah.
And then Tozawa is going to end up asking for his release and getting out of his contract, just like Aries.
Well, he can't, man. He can't because you know why? He's on the Titus brand. Titus, he's doing so good. He don't want to let Titus O'Neil down because Titus,
Titus is going to turn heel in this match. He's going to, he's going to cost him the title. They're going to have a little feud. Neville's going to keep the title for the goddamn 1000th time, and nobody wants to see it. I can tell you, they're so predictable.
I'll tell you what's going to happen. Titus is going to get so pissed he ain't going to let him into his catering thing, because Titus. You heard Titus does the thing in the back for the talent and stuff. And someone was joking on in the wrestling community that this is Titus is Titus Catering. and he got mad, man. Titus did. It's like, come on, what the hell are you doing, Titus? That's exactly what the hell you're doing.
Then we got Nakamura Mahal.
I'm going with Nakamura.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be that exciting of a match. But I think Nakamura is going to finally win the title. I have a feeling, and here's my gut feeling, is that Nakamura is going to win. Baron Corbin's going to cash in, take the title, and then we're going to see another Nakamura-Baron Corbin feud.
Yeah, but
or match or whatever.
This time with the title involved.
Don't matter. It's still going to be a shitty-ass match because no one wants to see Baron Corbin.
Corbin's won't cash until Mania next year.
I don't know. They're going to have him lose to John Cena and then come back and win the title with the Money in the Bank cash. And I mean,
well, they did it. Seth Rollins did it at Mania, if you really look at it, because Seth Rollins, people, when WrestleMania 31, what do people think about? Rollins cashed in. Okay, people forget about a few matches back. He had with Randy Orton where he got his ass RKO'd in midair, and he lost. And he left that night as a winner.
See?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
They can do that here, or they can wait till Mania. I would say wait till damn Mania.
They're not. They're going to do it right now because it's what people don't expect, and they really need to kind of boost up their ratings and stuff right now and everything.
Well, of course,
we got here Alexa
Bliss
TBA
Yeah, who the hell? Bailey's out.
Who the hell's gonna wrestle? Who the hell cares?
Yeah.
There you go. Next match, Naomi Natalia. Here we go again. Who the hell is gonna win? Who the hell cares?
Yeah. Naomi.
Yep. Next match, and this is what we're waiting for.
Yep.
Lesnar, Reigns, Strowman, Joe. I have a feeling Joe's gonna go over. Lesnar's gonna quote unquote quit WWE, and then they're gonna find some way to bring him back.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know how, because his contract's not up for a while anyway. So,
actually, you know what? Yeah. I think this right here is a way to sell tickets to SummerSlam, because a lot of casual fans don't know. They're like, "Oh my God!" He's gonna
what it
leave.
is that if they have Joe win the title without having the pin or submit Lesnar, then technically, Lesnar didn't, lose the title. They could go on that and then come back and have a rematch with Joe.
Yeah.
Or
that would
or
be good.
if they, had like, let's say, Rollins, or somebody like, cost Lesnar the title by like having Joe, pin or submit them, then Lesnar gets pissed off and you cost me my title. So then you have like Lesnar and Rollins have a one-on-one match finally or something like that.
Yeah. Well, one thing I do gotta say is that I could see maybe Strowman winning the title, if not too soon, but one person they need to keep the damn title away from, and you know who that is?
Roman Reigns.
Yeah. This is my yard, man. Yeah.
You know what? What if
yard.
Roman Baines? What if they gave him the Bane mask?
It wouldn't change the difference. They think, hey, Roman, man, you sound like you got a cold.
You want to see me Superman punch somebody? Oh man!
I gotta break a man in a million pieces with one punch.
You think the Shield is your ally? I was born in it. I was molded by it. Oh, you think the fans are? You think the fans are on your side? Oh man. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, man.
That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is we got to move on.
Hey.
It's pretty much our wrestling talk right there.
Yep.
NXT Brooklyn Takeover, the match card for that. You know what that is, right?
Yep. Well, the only match I really care about is the Aleister Black Hideo Itami match, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, in Sanity, I think they're fighting the Authors of Pain.
Yes.
I hope Sanity gets the titles.
I think they are.
Sanity's pretty good.
Yeah. I
love that group.
You know what about that right there, that rivalry right there? I think they were kind of hoping that Authors of Pain would get that face pop and Sanity with the heel pop, but that's not the case. It's now people's like, yes, Sanity, take out these guys. You know what I mean?
It'd be sick though. Is let's say Sanity wins the title, they keep it for a little bit, they drop it, they get pushed up to the main roster, okay? And then they come to the main roster because they're an extension of the Wyatt family. So you got Bray Wyatt's new Wyatt family, Sanity.
With Eric Young?
Yeah.
Here, I'd say by next year.
I mean,
Sanity, I could see Sanity next year up on the main roster. But here's someone else I can see actually coming up the main roster sooner than later. That's Bobby Roode.
Yeah.
I can see him.
That's going to happen.
I can see him dropping to Drew McIntyre, and then him showing up on maybe Monday Night Raw.
I think if anything, and I keep my fingers crossed, they're going to have Aleister Black beat Hideo Tatami, and then fight Bobby Roode and have him have a surprise victory over Roode and get the title. Aleister Black is your champion.
That would be great.
That'd be sick.
Because they're high on him right now.
He's great. I mean, even before he's in NXT, he was great.
He is.
I mean,
He's great.
it's phenomenal. I mean, they need to. I mean,
phenomenal.
phenomenal. It is phenomenal. It is.
No pun
It
intended.
is. And you bring this dude up to like the main roster eventually and have him fight guys like Styles and like Nakamura. Holy shit.
He can put
Those
on,
are dream matches we want to
Yes.
see. Not the quote unquote dream match of John Cena Nakamura. That's not a dream match. Nobody ever wanted to see that.
He could put on Tommy in Aleister Black could put on hell of a matches, man. I mean, look where he came, look where he wrestled, and look where he came.
I still
I mean,
would like to see Aleister Black and Cassius Ohno as a tag team, kind of like they were in PWG, and just like mow through the comp. Dude, can you imagine Aleister Black, Cassius Ohno as their tag team, okay, fighting guys like Red Dragon in there, or fighting like the Authors of Pain, or fighting like Sanity, or something like that. I mean, that would be insane. Like, that would be awesome.
They are talking about like the current or like Ring of Honor people they brought in. They thought about taking like 3 current Ring of Honor people and throwing them together in a faction, which would be neat, Now, you're talking about a tag team. I came up with a good tag team name for Aleister Black and Cassius Ohno. Ohno Black.
Well, you know what their tag team name was, right?
What?
Called Heroes Eventually Die.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is. All right. TV. What'd you think? I wanted to ask you about this. What the hell did you think about last week's episode of Game of Thrones?
Loved it. I think it was about time that we finally saw some dragons taking down like an army.
Oh God.
I was finally very happy. No, I was finally pleased. I was finally pleased that we finally got to see, Daenerys make it over, over the sea. She established herself in a kingdom or a castle that, her father once was in. And then I was very pleased that we finally got to see her people fight. It wasn't like they're going to hold off for like 5 episodes, teasing, hey, they're going to fight this, they're going to fight. It's like, no, 2 episodes and they were already fighting the Lannister army. We had dragons, we had people on fire. I mean, absolutely phenomenal. And they even, did the scene where they shot that arrow up and it hit the dragon and wounded it, which, it makes things more interesting because now it's like, well, regular arrows just bounce off of them. You have to have something more powerful. So it's like the dragons can be hurt and they can be killed. So it's like, what's going to happen now? Do they risk them? I mean, is one of them going to, get taken out? I mean, what's going to happen?
Yeah, definitely.
And then they teased Jaime Lannister dying at the end, with him.
He's not going to die.
But
I was telling my wife.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Okay,
yeah.
You got to remember how heavy their armor is that they wear, okay? Back in the day, man, they wore heavy armor. They didn't move very fast. I mean, you're talking at least about 80 pounds or more of armor on these people, okay? Mm-hmm. You get thrown into a lake like that, you can't float. You're just going to sink. You're basically an anchor. The time it takes to peel off that armor, you're going to drown. Mm-hmm. You can't, physically pull someone up out of the water with it on. So what else is there?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, yeah, you make a good point here. You make a really good point.
The only thing I could think of is if they have the dragon dive down there and pick him up and then they have him as a prisoner. But
he's going to get caught again. That's what it's like as soon as he hit the water and he was sitting there, floating down. Yeah, apparently
he was sinking. He wasn't floating. He was sinking.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say, sinking.
But
apparently when he was sinking down, he's going to get raised up and he's going to get caught again.
But the only thing, though, is that how are they going to get him up out of the water? A, how are they going to get him up? And B, in time before he drowns?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I
think he's dead. I think
you think he's dead?
Yeah.
You think he's done with?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How sure are you about that?
Yeah, I'd say about 75%.
You didn't see the latest episode last night, did you?
No.
I didn't either. I'm going to be watching it sometime today or tomorrow.
Yeah, I didn't see it yet.
You know?
He probably is alive. They probably already shown it last night. I just haven't seen it yet to know, but that's my take on it.
Yeah. Well, anyway. What do you think's going to happen with the
the end of the season?
I mean,
or the end of the series, or
the series? They're way past due right now. You know what I mean?
Oh, as far as the season,
from what I understand,
I think what's going to happen is that they're going to have the dragons and some of her army go up north to kind of help fight the White Walkers at the end of the season. And I think what's going to happen is everyone's going to assume they're going to just mow down the army with the dragons, catch them on fire. Yeah. I think that they're going to take over one of the dragons. You're going to have an ice dragon, and then you're going to have basically a dragon with the White Walkers, and then you're going to have two dragons still with Daenerys. So basically like the Song of Fire and Ice. You got an ice dragon, and you got fire dragons.
That's what you think?
I think that's what's going to happen.
I think, honestly, you already got fire and ice. Think about this, okay?
Jon Snow.
Jon Snow.
Yeah.
And he's ice.
Well, he's fire and ice.
No,
because
well,
he was raised in the north, which is your ice.
Yeah.
And he's Jon Snow, but they confirmed last season that he is part Targaryen, which is fire, which is dragon. So he is both fire and ice.
Well, you don't know that. They haven't showed Jon Snow actually get burnt like Daenerys.
No, but because they confirm, but it's just the lineage, the name is what it is.
Yeah,
so he is fire and ice.
Well, Daenerys would be the fire because of the dragons. He's ice because look at the characters, because it makes a lot of damn sense now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And one thing I'm getting really excited about this because I'm kicking my mic and everything and stuff. One thing I'd like to know is, will he mention to Jon that he is not a bastard?
Yeah, I think he will eventually, but probably won't be till the last episode of this season or the beginning of next season, which is the last one.
Yeah, I thought this season was going to be the last one.
No, they got one more.
Apparently, it's not.
No, they got one more.
Yeah, they got one. They got one more. One more match.
I hope they do at least 12 episodes or so in the last season. Not, I think supposedly there was 7 this season.
Yeah.
I mean, hoping since it's next season.
It's usually 10. Yeah, they usually do 10. But the thing is, okay, I want to get stuck on this just for a minute, okay? The thing is that Jon Snow and Daenerys are Targaryen, okay? Jon Snow, if he's ice, like I said, and Daenerys is fire, but you claim and you say that Jon is both. He could be both. It's like he has both. He has best of both worlds.
It's not because the Song of Fire and Ice is basically Jon Snow. It's the song. Because remember back in the day they used to do songs to tell stories of people. It's his song because he comes from the Targaryen bloodline, which is your fire and drag. Yeah. But he was raised in the north, which is ice. That's why it's a song of fire and ice. It's a song of his life, a fire lineaged, bloodline living in the ice, which is in the north.
Right. Okay. I'll go with that. I will definitely go with that. But you know what? I've been trying to stay off social media. I've been trying to stay off every platform of social media since last night because I don't want to know anything about this episode that was on last night, which I'm going to be excited about watching today, sometime today, tonight, or tomorrow. But talking about TV shows, you introduced something new to your girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
What did you introduce?
Oh, dude, one of my favorite shows.
Yeah.
The Adventures of Rick and Morty. I think like season 3 is like 3 or 4 episodes in right now.
Yeah.
We started watching season 1 last night I love this show.
Yeah, how'd she like it, man?
Oh, dude, she loves it. Dude,
Crazy
she's laughing so hard last night. Like, I think the part where we were laughing the hardest was when it's like one of the first episodes when the principal calls the house and his mom or Morty's mom answers and he's like, "Hello, this is Principal Vagina, no relation." Dude, I lost it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to get back and watch some of that, man. I haven't watched anything like very hilarious from Adult Swim in a long time. So, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Wow.
You gotta watch that.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to watch that.
I hope they have another appearance by Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Mr.
Mr. Poopy Butthole, dude. That's the greatest character ever.
Damn, man. What the hell was it? What the hell was it you showed me? What the hell was that clip? You know, I was
Which
trying
one?
to think.
The Poopy Butthole one?
Yeah, the Poopy Butthole.
I just type in like Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Yeah, go on YouTube, type it in. I think he was like sitting at dinner, and that's when like the mom thought he was like an alien and shot him or something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, but the new episodes though, Rick turns himself into a pickle, so now you got Pickle Rick.
Pickle Rick.
Yeah. Dude, Pickle Rick. There's Pickle Rick.
Pickle Rick right there.
Pickle Rick.
Now, we talked about
TV. Now it's time for the movies.
yeah, the movies.
Ooh, okay. So, one of my favorite movies is being remade, and I thought that they were remaking it a long time ago, but it was a different movie. One of my, I have many favorite actors, but one of my favorite actors is Charles Bronson.
Yes.
And if you know a Charles Bronson movie, he always plays the same character. It's always some guy that gets pushed to the edge to the point to where he like lashes back at his, killers or whatever, or people trying to kill him, and he always ends up taking them out. Like the movie Mr. Majestic, where he was like a watermelon farmer, and like these guys came and tried to take over his farm, so he had to like fight back and kill him. Mm-hmm. Well, one of my favorite Charles Bronson movies of all time, and if anybody knows who that is, it would be the infamous Death Wish.
Yes.
So the plot of that movie is that he's an architect, and his wife ends up getting murdered, and he basically becomes a vigilante and starts walking around the city basically shooting people. Mm-hmm. Like he would see some guy trying to rob some lady in the park, trying to take her pocketbook, and he turn around and just, shoot him, whatever. And it spawned, like, 5 movies, I think, or something like that? 4 or 5 movies? So they're remaking Death Wish, and the person playing the main character, and it's not Charles Bronson, but Bruce Willis. Kind of excited about that for Bruce Willis. And he's not an architect in this one. I think he is... What is he in this one? I think he was either like a doctor or some kind of like military guy, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
So they're basically remaking Death Wish, and I hope that they do more than one. So that's the first movie I'm really excited about. I saw they were remaking.
Yeah, the Death Wish, man. When I saw that, I'm trying to find a poster of it. There's the original thing for Death Wish right there. No,
they may not have one out yet.
They might. They might have one.
But if you go on YouTube, you can already see the trailers and stuff for it. Mm-hmm. It looks really cool. It looks like it's going to be a really good remake.
It does. It really does. And talking about remakes, well, one thing I do got to say about this is about this remake of Death Wish. Bruce Willis is not a cop. I think he's...
Well, he was Charles Bronson was an architect. And I think he was like a former military. guy. He was like an architect, I think, or something like that.
In the trailer, I gotta say is when he walked that one part, he walked up to those 3 guys, and he's like, and I forgot what he says, and he was like, bam, 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 just shoots them real quick, And then I like it at the end of the trailer when he's sitting there talking with his therapist, and she's like, "There's something different about you," and he's like, she's like, "Continue doing what you're doing." He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, it's gonna be a good movie. Now the other remake we saw is one that a lot of people probably don't remember, probably never seen, but I remember it. It was called Flatliners.
Yeah.
And it starred Kevin Bacon. Was in the original one, and it was about a bunch of med students. They were like doctors in their like residency at this hospital, and what they were doing is they're trying to find out what was beyond life. Like when you die, what do you see?
Yeah.
So what they did was they would take turns, and they would basically put one person on a table, and they would stop their heartbeat for. I think it started out for like a minute, then it went to like a minute and 30 seconds, to 2 minutes, and then 3 minutes. And what they would do is after that time frame, like a minute or so, they would bring them back. And then, they would, hey, what happened, and each person saw something different. And then I think what was happening is that when they were coming back, they were bringing like evil spirits back with them pretty much.
Yeah, they opened up a gateway into something, that bringing back something over. This looks really creepy. It looks very like intense type of movie, but I like the original, and this right here, I believe I found it. I found the poster of the original right here. There it is right there. That right there is the original Flatliners.
That's right. Julia Roberts was in it too.
Yes, Julia Roberts,
right.
Keith Sullivan, and
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon. And if you notice in the back, it looks like Patrick McDuffie, I think, from Grey's Anatomy. That's what it looks like. Yeah, look, right here. Look. Is that him? No, that's Baldwin. Sorry, my bad.
Wow.
That's well, you can't really tell if you look at it. You know what I mean? If you're looking right there, yeah, you can see that. But this poster right here, the one I got up, don't even from a distance, don't it look like him?
A little bit.
Yeah, it's one of the Baldwins.
Well, I think one of the girls that's in Grey's Anatomy is going to be in the new one.
Well, I know it has. Let me go ahead and put this back up.
Like
all right, okay, here's the cast right here.
Yeah, I think her in the front. I don't know. But anyways,
I know who it is. Yeah, let me pull this up.
But same concept. They're sticking with the same concept of the movie. I think. I haven't gotten too much from the trailer as far as like details and stuff. Just saw the trailer, but it looks like they're sticking with the same concept. They're putting each other under, and they're bringing stuff back with them and everything.
Mm-hmm. All right, yeah, here we go. The popularity of it is damn. Yeah, a lot of people's
James
like, no.
Norton.
Yeah, there we go.
Ellen Page.
Yeah, Nina Dorby. I remember. Yeah,
Kiefer Sutherland's in it too.
What?
Yeah, look at that.
He's playing a cameo.
Yeah.
She was from the TV show
Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, go back one page though. Go back up. There you go. Put that up. Look at that. That's a cool poster right there.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, put that up. It's an updated poster right there. Yeah. But yeah, two remakes I'm really excited for.
Yeah, I can't pull that one up. It's too damn small. Maybe if I do this is gonna probably.
We'll try it. See what happens.
Yeah, we'll try it. I would watch it just to see how usually sometimes I do like the remakes that they do. Oh, there you go. Yeah. I do like the remakes that they do, okay, that stick straight to the original.
Yeah.
I love that. You know, they may change the little things up, make it more modern. That's fine. That's
It's
fine.
like-
but
like-
don't reinvent the whole fucking
Like Total
movie.
Recall. Ghostbusters.
We keep going on and on and on and on about that. Yeah, since brought up Flatliners right there. Who else is in that, man? Let me pull this back up again. I guess, yeah, Keith Sullivan is going to be playing. Yeah, he's going to have a cameo in it. And it looks like that's about it. You know, Julia Roberts is probably like, I was in a movie like that. She probably don't even remember being in it.
Yeah, right.
And then, of course, yeah. But Kevin Bacon, he's probably like, you know. Because one thing I did find out about movies.
You really can't star in your own remake. I mean,
you can't?
I mean, you can, but I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Well, no, I was going to say Jean-Claude Van Damme and the new Kickboxer was in it.
Well, no, actually.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he was in it, but.
In a way, well, yeah.
He was still played the same character.
Well, wait, no, you said you can't star in your own remake?
I mean, you really can't. I mean.
Bruce Campbell, Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 2, same damn thing.
Oh, no, he didn't do. No, Evil Dead 2 was different. But he didn't star in the remake. Remember, it was some girl that was the main character in that one.
Yeah. He
didn't star in his own remake. He starred in the series, which was kind of a continuation. It wasn't really a remake. So, I mean, technically, no.
You want to know something? I still haven't even seen the remake of Evil Dead yet. I've been holding
the new one that came out like 4 years ago.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Oh, damn. You way behind.
I know, because I contemplate on if it was going to be any good or not.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Yeah. You said we mentioned Death Wish, Bruce Willis. Well, it looks like that the Death Wish cast, you got Bruce Willis, you got Vincent. Ooh, no way, from Law and Order, if that's who I think it is. Yeah, there he is. Yep. Vincent, yeah, he was in the trailer, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was in the trailer. Who else do we have here? Do you know is anybody else?
No.
I don't either. That's probably about it.
All right, well,
yeah, one thing looking forward to is this right here. Well, I didn't want to see the
Oh, look at that Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I didn't want to. No, I was wanting. There we go. The Defenders. That comes out next week. That comes out next. I think it's next Friday, or actually, no, it comes out this Friday or Saturday. The Defenders on Netflix, man. Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, man. It's gonna be great. I am looking forward to the Defenders coming out. And any more things about TV that you're looking forward to? You want to?
That's about it right now.
Add and close. That's about it.
I don't really watch too much TV. That's about it.
No.
Nah.
Yeah, you don't. You don't get out much.
No. Well, and I'll tell you what, I really don't.
I don't watch much TV because I don't get out much. No.
I really don't. I mean, if I'm at my house, I'm usually like, I'm usually either doing homework or, I mean, I work, so
yeah.
I mean, like, you know, I usually get off and it's late. I usually just, you know, check my email and go to bed.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna end up closing.
We'll go from
this.
Movies to music.
Yeah, movies to music.
44 years ago, hip hop
was born.
It was birthed. It was pushed out that music vaginal canal. There it is.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 40. The other day, I mentioned it to someone. They're like, "What, man?" It's like 44 years ago. What? It's like, yeah, hip hop.
Yep.
Was basically it started.
I think the first hip hop song was actually a disco song.
Well, hip hop they did they traced it back to the Bronx, New York, at a outdoor house. Like back in the 70s, they used to have the outdoor house parties. Remember? Mm-hmm. Well, apparently, what happened was they were having a house party or outdoor party, get together with everyone in Brooklyn, New York, at one of the parties there. Well, the DJ had 2 dual, records, and that's where the scratching started at. And the instrumental break, that's where you got the break dancing at. It's like break. It's like, and you start get the,
Yeah.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
You should do it professionally. Be a little like beatboxer.
No, I suck.
No, okay.
I'm not quitting my day job
You like that?
and my hobby. So anyway,
Yeah.
okay. One thing about this, we're trying to be artistic, and we're sucking. I am. I don't know about you.
Artistic?
Artistic sucking. Yeah.
Whoa. None of that over here.
That didn't sound right.
What you
Now
do
it
in
just
your
dawned
spare
on me.
time is none of my business.
Oh, that
What
just
you
dawned
done,
on
man.
me right
Damn.
there. Oh, damn.
Damn. Do you just kind of poke your foot out of the closet there?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did?
No.
What? You poked your foot out of the closet?
No.
Whoa.
No.
You going all LGBT here?
No.
All right. So back to the hip hop thing.
Back to the hip hop thing. Yes. Just don't screw with me, man. Do not freaking screw with me. You had to, because you caught me offline. No.
Cut you offline? You mean off guard?
It's early in the morning, man. See,
I
look,
know.
I threw my damn TV background up on here. Yeah, let me just throw this in here. There you go. Look.
Here it is.
Look, you're on TV. All right. Yeah, 44 years ago, they at the house party, they had the break and the break dancing in between the instrumental beat stuff. Then you got the DJ coming in and, rhyming over everything, during the intermission and song and stuff.
25 cents for ladies, 80 cents for the fellas.
Yeah, that's that's neat right there, Well, things you didn't know. There's about 7 things that you didn't know about the birth of hip-hop. Apparently, August 11th, 1973, DJ Kool Herc, the real name Clive Campbell, and his friends hosted a back-to-school block party in the Bronx, New York. 18-year-old Campbell and his friend, 18-year-old Campbell and his friend, Coke LaRock, are often referred to as the fathers of hip-hop. That kind of rhymed there. That's awesome. But according to the NPR, hip-hop has a number of fathers based on the understanding and the knowledge of it. There's DJ Kool Herc and Africa Bambaataa, and the 2 South Bronx men known for throwing parties around town. Bambaataa also led University Zulu Nation, called organization in the 1970s. The hip-hop organization meant to unite all facts of hip-hop culture. Sugar Hill Gang in 1979, the Sugar Hill Gang rappers produced hip-hop's first commercial success hit, Rapper's Delight. Do 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 do. I'm a hip-hop. Drop the beat, don't let the beat stop. Or no, that's not it. No. Don't push me, 'cause I'm close to the edge.
Damn.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
I get my shit mixed up. It's early in the morning. I haven't had my coffee. So, yeah.
You had a soda. It's got caffeine in it.
It don't do nothing for me. Except make me want to go pee. I'm serious. Okay.
Damn.
So, anyway. What was
What?
I going to say?
Who?
Hip-hop originated, and hip-hop has trended over into a lot
styles.
And styles,
Yeah,
And it's good.
genres,
Genres, it's good.
I mean-
Hip hop, you could express yourself in so many different positive ways, and with like also like fashion and in pop culture, hip hop has become a part of society.
I mean, there's a song out now about a guy with 2 phones.
Yeah. There's a lot of good stuff. I like the stuff from the 80s, man. Run DMC, man. And of course, I like Rapper's Delight. It's just the Beastie Boys. A lot of stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, where did, how and when, no one really looks at it, but it's out there. The information is.
Yep.
And people, I don't know.
I'll be jamming out some hip hop today.
Yeah. Who won't?
Yeah.
I mean, I like listening to hip hop. I like throwing that in there every once in a while. So it's really, really good.
Yeah.
It is.
All right.
And speaking of hip hop and stuff, I know I mentioned just a while back ago. Not a while back ago. You see, I'm tired. I'm lost. Oh, I'm about to lose it. All right. Let me focus just for a minute here. I put a Facebook. Yeah, I'm not with it, man.
We need to go get you some coffee then.
Yes. I put a Facebook post out just the other day talking about a Patreon podcast, the patreon.com/ELS_DT. A Patreon exclusive podcast. Me and McShaft has been talking about it, and we've come up with something. We're going to have a podcast that focuses on movies that you may have remembered, may have missed, or you just want to hear someone talk about it and just get a different point of view on one of your favorite movies. Therefore, me and McShaft has looked through, and we're starting to dig through the old-time movie vaults.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
one of the things that we're going to be talking about, well, actually...
McShaft's Movie Mania.
Yeah, that's the name of it. Triple M.
And I don't want to spoil yet what movie we're going to review for the first episode,
Oh,
but
yes.
it is going to star somebody that everyone knows.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes, it's going to be awesome. We're gonna record the episode this week. And it will be on the Patreon page. Look right there on the screen. Watching and listening to this podcast. Support us at patreon.com/ELS_DT. It will be up on there for Patreon members. You become a Patreon member, you'll be able to have access to that, not this.
yeah.
See?
That.
To that podcast. I'm excited about it. McShaft's excited about it. It's going to be great, man, to record this, talking about this movie. It's a cult classic. It definitely is. Well, those tuning in and watching, thank you so much for listening or watching this podcast. I would like to mention that you can listen and watch this podcast on these formats. Where the heck is my stuff at? McShaft? You been on my computer again?
Yeah.
Where is my stuff at? There we go. Where to listen? You can listen to Everett Lee Show on everettleeshow.libsyn.com. Or you can download the Stitcher Radio app. Download Stitcher from stitcher.com/podcast/Everett Lee Show. Download that app for your smartphone and tablet. Also, you can subscribe to the Everett Lee Show on iTunes. Be sure to subscribe. I can't say subscribe. Be sure to subscribe to ELS on iTunes. Be sure to do it, and you must, and you will, and you should do it. What? Okay. McShaft, thanks for joining me on the podcast.
Anytime.
Yep. Well, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for the Everett Lee Show podcast. Well, that's it. Sayonara. We'll see you again next week on ELS, Everett Lee Show podcast.